so much experience back, is he a little less grumpy or grumpier? Or how is it?
He's a lot less grumpy than when I first got here, I'll tell you that. And I think we talked about it the other day. We got guys in the room that can be grumpy for him, so if someone's messing up, we can be the guys that are telling him that they're wrong, and instead of him getting on us. So it's been good.
That's kind of the offensive line mindset, is just to be grumpy all the time.
Yeah. You should ask my friends and family. Yeah. I'm a little grumpy all the time.
How do you feel like, with all the experience you have coming back, what do you feel like you guys can do that maybe you weren't able to do the last couple of years?
I think having it be our third year with these starters, right, on the O-line at least, I think we're going to be able to game plan and communicate better than we were. We're going to be ready for stuff that we've seen from previous years, And I think we're already doing that this spring. Is like we get this look and we're like, oh, we saw that last year, so we know what to do. And instead of like learning it all over again and trying to pick up from the start.
Does it help to have the same set of running backs that you had a year ago in terms of just being in sync with them, or do you really know? I mean, are you just opening holes and figuring somebody's going to go through them?
The biggest part of it is protection-wise. It's like we get up to the line and I point it out and I don't have anyone in the back like, hey, what's the point? What are we doing? Blah, blah, blah. We already know what's going on, so it's a lot more smooth operation for sure.
This will be your second year at center. Do you feel like you know everything now that you need to? I mean, is this just going to be a lot different year for you because you've been doing this for a while?
I mean, yeah, I hope so. Assignment-wise, I think we should have that unlocked. So, like, once we get to now, this whole spring is just technique, and that's the whole thing is how can I get from good to great to the best? You know what I mean? So, like, that's what this season's all about for sure.
Last year you got to, because of some injuries, some of the younger guys really got some late season reps. Are you seeing that experience in them this spring? That confidence from getting on the field last year?
Oh yeah, like we're dealing with some injuries right now. And we're having some guys step up and play twos, and the twos are coming up and playing ones, and it's not much of a gap because we, like you said, we have guys that have had experience in the past and they're able to step in and just execute well.
For the guys you played against now on the defensive line here in the spring, who do you think has taken a really big jump here in spring?
Joe Golden, James Rawls, those two guys stand out to me. Just their explosion, the way they're getting off the ball. They're making it hard, but it makes it fun.
What have you seen from you guys so far throughout camp on the offensive line, like Grant Stark, for example? So what have what have you seen so far out of these first couple weeks? He's a very smart football mind. He understands the concepts and stuff for just getting the technique down, and he's working really hard to get the technique, and I'm excited to see his future for sure.
You spent 2 years with Nate Eldridge. What did you learn from him?
Be tough. No, he was a tough dude, and everything he did was low. So just hard. So that's what I try to take away from him for sure.